Hi, everybody. Welcome back to In the Kitchen.
Come to Hudson County Community College
for courses that transfer to four-year schools
and provide credentials for in-demand careers.
They're the newest technologies and facilities anywhere.
And caring professors and staff to help me succeed.
A great education and full campus life.
All for a fraction of the cost of most four-year schools.
Hudson County Community College.
Close to home.
Affordable.
High quality.
Life-changing.
Register now.
Whew, it is, 82 degrees today. Oh my goodness, it is hot. But I got a little air coming, so it helps just a little bit, especially when you have this on. Oh, talking about my pan, I want to put a little olive oil. Now, I like cooking with olive oil. I don't know about you, but I like olive oil. As you know, there are different types of olive oil. And speaking about olive oils, I have Patricia from Patricia and Paul. They're coming on the show the end of July sometime, and she's going to talk about olive oils, fused and infused. They have so many different types. You're going to be amazed, and I'm sure you're going to want to order some. Okay, so in the meantime, today I am making not just waffle chicken and waffles. I'm making chicken and waffle sandwiches with butter, lettuce on it, fresh tomato off the vine on it. I'm taking some mayonnaise with sriracha sauce and put on that. And let me tell you, it is so good. Now, the other day I made some, but what I made was burgers. I just did the same method, but I'm not using the regular large waffles. I'm using the mini ones, the little ones. They have irons now, and it's much faster. The iron heats up like in 2 minutes. The iron is hot. You put your batter on, close it, and it's done in no time. And you're gonna love it. It is really good. I highly recommend it. Well, I highly recommend that I get this food started. Now, as you can see here, I already prepared some of the chicken. That's chicken breast, and I cut the chicken breast. Now, it's a long piece. I cut it not exactly in half, but a little longer, and I did it in slices like that, okay? Do not pound it, okay? If you pound it, it's gonna be real thin, and you want a nice, hearty, and thick waffle sandwich. You know what I mean? Nice and thick. So just slice it, put it in the pan. I have a couple of pieces that I'm going to make now, and you'll see exactly what I mean. It's nice pieces, and then when you finish, you're gonna take that and put it in the oven to let it finish cook. So let's get started. Of course, I'm gonna have some wine. Very good. And these waffles, they're small, and it's good for the kids. They come home maybe from school or summer school or Sunday after church, and you wanna make something real fast for them. This is the dish. Okay, I have my olive oil. I can feel it, it's warm. And the next step I'm going to do, now what I did, and when I was talking about pieces, you see how big this is? It's not very big. All of this I seasoned ahead of time. I used R.L. Schreiber and the kind seasoning, they're spicy rubs. And I use R.L. Schreiber, I use, the sweet and smoky rotisserie. I forgot for a second, it's so hot here. And I put it in the bag, and what I do, when I put it in the bag in any season, no matter what it is, I press it. Opposed to just putting the season on, you put it in the bag and take it, I press it so the seasons can embed a little bit in the meat that you're using, okay? So, the first thing I wanna do is make sure this is not too high. Okay, that should be it. Okay, so I want to flour this. I have some breadcrumbs, and you can season the breadcrumbs. I have an egg wash here, and I have some regular old flour. Okay, just regular old flour. All right, so I'm going to do this, but let's take 1 second for this break, and I'll be right back.
Charles Department Store, a family-owned and operated specialty store since 1924. Located in the hamlet of Katona, New York, they offer a hand-picked selection of quality cookware, tabletop, and kitchen gear, as well as barbecue and outdoor entertainment. In addition to their housewares department, they specialize in clothing, footwear, and accessories for ladies and gentlemen. Check them out on Instagram at Charles DEPT Store or at their website www.charlesdeptstore.com.
I'm back. Wasn't that fun? We have to, give our sponsors, a little plug here and there. Okay, so I'm ready. So the first thing that I want to do, and I explained to you, all the seasons is on here. There's some salt on here. Be careful of your salt intake. Not too much salt. It's not that. Salt can give you high blood pressure, and you don't want that. Okay, who wants to eat food and you bite into it and all you taste is food because it takes away from the taste? Okay, so let's get started. I'll have a sip of wine. All right. Yeah, I'm ready. Okay, so the first thing that I'm going to do is dip it in flour. Then I'm gonna do my egg. Then I'm gonna do my breadcrumb. Now these are panko breadcrumbs. You do not have to use panko breadcrumbs if you don't want to, but I like to because it's a nice crunch on it. Let's see. Oh yeah, that's good. Excuse me. I have another piece. Let me turn this up a little bit more. See? That has a little thickness to it, and that's what you want, okay? Little flour. Dust off the extra flour. I'm doing egg. And I'm doing my breadcrumbs. Watch how fast this is. It is so fast. Excuse me. There's another piece. Whew, I'm starting to smell it. It's really good. Another. See how fast this is? Okay. And I'm gonna swish it around in the breadcrumbs. Now, you might say, oh, that's not done after it's in the pan. It will be, because what I do, let's get the oil in there because this table is a little lopsided. Okay. Yeah, okay, so we're good with that. As you saw what I did, I just put it in the pan, let it get brown. You'll know when it's ready when the breadcrumbs, when the panko crumbs turn a little brown, and then we put it in the oven, okay? These I made earlier for you, and let's take a look. In the meantime, I don't need this anymore. Let's put this down here. And let me clear off. Now, after this chicken is done, I'm going to make the waffles, and watch how easy and simple it is to make. You are going to say, what? I'm getting myself one of those waffle irons. See how that's turning nice and brown? Oh yeah. Let's do this. That can stand a little bit more. That's pretty good. Now normally I do not take oil and put it in a pan because what's going to happen is going to drop the temperature. But initially I didn't put enough, so I'm doing it like this. Ooh, yeah, this smells good. Like I said, I put just a little salt, a little pepper in it, and I use R.L. Schreiber. If you have any other seasons, you can add it yourself. That's up to you. You can put a little cayenne pepper just to pick it up a little bit. I mean, that's up to you. This is really easy. You don't have to follow my exact recipe, but you got the concept, right? Okay, look at that. Now it's starting to bubble. Let's move this out the way. And let's take a look. Oh yeah. Turn this up a little bit more. Let's see, this one, that's pretty much browned, okay? That's what we want. So in the meantime, we are getting ready to go on a little vacation. We are going to show some repeats for the next 3 weeks. I think we will be back again with shows around the end of July, like the 3rd week of July. My Laurel, my videographer, he's headed to Spain. I'm going to be here working on the website and getting that up to par because I've been slacking off a little bit because, you know, doing a show like this is not easy. No. And outside of that, when we get finished this little segment, I'm bringing on Mama Rosa. You remember Mama Rosa? She's from Sicily. She came on and she was talking about on Sunday brunch. And don't forget, Sunday brunch every other Sunday on Facebook Live, coming from Hudson County Community College, continuing ed. Well, Mama Rosa is back and she's making some eggplant parmesan. When she cooks from her heart, and it's authentic. Years ago, as she explained, oh yeah, that's coming good. Oh yeah, as she explained, when she was a young girl in Sicily, they didn't have a lot of money, so they couldn't go out and get chicken and make chicken eggplant parm. What they had to do, they had to use what they had, and all they did was take the eggplant and they took their cheeses and the sauce, you know, because they get the aroma, tomatoes, and they're really good, they're real refreshing, and they made it, and that's how they survived. She was telling us that the chicken came when time had passed because people were working and they were making money and they were able to go out and buy chicken and use the breast, slice it however they did it, and make chicken. But she's making eggplant parm and it does not go in the oven like I would do. I would put the cheese on it, stick it in the oven. No, you have to see how she makes this, all right? So this looks good. When we come back, after watching her, then we are going to make the waffles, okay? So sit back, have a glass of wine, and watch Mama Rosa. Be right back. Hi, everybody, and welcome back to In the Kitchen. I think some of you remember Mama Rosa. Mama Rosa was on our Sunday brunch, and she was talking with Anthony, who is also Italian, about different foods from Italy and process in which food is being cooked. And Mama Rosa, I believe, is from Sicily?
Sicily,
Yeah. Yes. Mama Rosa, welcome to this episode of In the Kitchen, because this time you are actually going to cook. Thank you for being here.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, Mama Rosa. So you're from Sicily, correct?
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah.
Tell us just a little bit about how you grew up and how you started to cook. Let's give us a little brief about it.
I started to cook when I was little. I watch my mother all the time.
Uh-huh.
She making wonderful food, and I learn from my mother and my father because
Oh,
we have a big family. My
okay.
mother have 8 kids, so I have to cook 2 times a day. So I have to cook it all the time. And now I got a lot of experience about food.
Uh-huh.
We never have stomachere, we never, everything is organic, everything is good,
Organic, yeah.
Yeah. I've been enjoying it all together, my food.
Uh-huh. And today you're cooking
And
like
today
every single day. I mean,
yeah,
these days now you're cooking for the whole family every day, right?
every day.
Wow, that's a lot of cooking. I cook
I
enough
know.
food for 2 days, maybe 3, as you cook every day.
Every day, believe me.
Wow, that's fantastic. Let me ask you before you start cooking, what is your favorite dish?
Well, I told you the truth. So many dishes, forever.
So many?
So many.
Uh-huh. But you don't have one favorite.
No, really.
No?
No, but this eggplant for my family.
Yeah.
Every time I do, they say, oh wow.
Yeah.
They love it so much.
Yeah. And when we were talking on Sunday brunch, you mentioned that their food that's being cooked here in the United States is not cooked in Italy. Like chicken, eggplant, parmesan, they don't do that in Italy, correct?
Long time ago.
Long time ago, they didn't do that.
Now they do.
Now they do, because you mentioned to us years ago, when you was a little girl, that people couldn't afford chicken.
Yeah.
So they took from the ground and what they had to make these dishes. And initially there was no chicken involved. It was the eggplant and those fantastic cheeses that you have, right?
Yeah. If the cheese for me give by home.
Yeah.
My mother, we have a cow. She took a milk, then we make a cheese, then we do all of the things. Right?
And the fantastic wines.
And
So,
you believe
yeah. So, Mama Rosa, what are you cooking today? What are you fixing?
Today we want to cook eggplant parmigiano.
Eggplant parmesan. Okay.
This
so
is the eggplant.
Yeah.
See? And now we need a curry.
Okay.
But before I cut it, I'm gonna show you. I gotta put a garlic in sauce, onions, and in the end I gotta put cheese, grated cheese.
Okay.
On the top and the sauce, everything. So now I show you the way I cut the eggplant.
Okay, you go ahead and I'll watch and talk to you at the same time. Yeah. I love eggplant.
You have to take it off with this. This.
Yeah.
Then a little bit for here.
Oh, a little of the back.
This is the way we give a shape. But in Italy, we don't cut like this.
Oh,
we
no?
cut like this.
Okay.
We got long. So first what do we do? I take it off a little bit for here, a little bit for here.
Oh, yeah.
The way they came even when I fry. So then we gotta make an 1/8 inch. 1/8 inch every slice, 1/8 inch.
8, okay.
Yeah, 1/8 inch. So we do like this.
Oh, wow. Oh. Interesting. So you're getting, what's that, 4 pieces?
I'm looking for 4 pieces big. It's too small.
Okay.
When I make it chicken, I do the same.
Okay.
So, the chicken. Okay, this is I put it in salt.
Yes.
Before this is salt I put it. They're good because they have a water, black water.
Yeah.
Like they're gonna stay 1 hour. 1 hour to sell it up with the salt, and then we 1 hour. Then we wash it with the water.
Uh-huh.
If you're gonna drain it, very, very dry.
Yeah.
All the way, when we fry, olive oil go up when we not dry. So
Okay.
this is already done. For 1 hour, they're
1
gonna
hour. Oh.
they're gonna stand like this 1 hour.
Okay.
After 1 hour, I took this already I done. See the water,
Excuse me. Mhm.
the water. See
Oh yeah.
this water coming for this.
Oh
And just water, the secret, because this water is salt.
yeah.
Salt, right? And then if I you know do like this, they don't taste it right. They complain. That's why my complain when I make it. I know the secret they can squeeze.
Mm-hmm.
Very nice, sweet.
Yeah.
Nice flavor.
I never knew that. I've
Yeah.
never seen anybody
No,
do that.
now-
Put it off for 1
now-
hour and drain off the water.
Yeah,
Okay.
now I got it. I got to wash it. Can I?
Okay, go ahead.
I
I'll
got
be
to
here.
wash it. Every got to try it.
Okay, I'll be here.
Yeah.
That is interesting. And ladies and gentlemen, on the sidelines is Olga. Olga, thank you so much for being here to help, just in case.
You're welcome. You're welcome. My pleasure.
Olga is the owner and director of Jersey City Theater Center. They're opening back up and they're having all these wonderful plays that's coming because everybody is coming back together. So I hope, as well as myself, not hope, I know I will be there, that you get a chance to go to the Jersey City Theater Center. Olga, could you tell us the address, please, while Mama Rosa sets up?
Well, right now we're going to operate from 2 locations. One is White Eagle Hall, Jersey City, 370, 375, oh my God, I'm sorry. 330, 335, 337 New York Avenue.
Newark Avenue. Okay.
And 150 Bay Street. That's where our office is right now.
Okay. Okay.
Thank you.
All right. You're welcome.
That's
Anytime.
what I explain. I put a paper, 2,000 paper in the bottom. It's all in the top. And then I do
Yeah.
things like this. The water black.
But get the rest of the
Come
water.
out.
Yeah. Yes.
They're very dry.
So next time I do eggplant, I'm gonna put salt on it and let it sit, and get all the water out.
Yeah, and another thing, in those time I lose it over here, I gotta put it down, gate. I gotta throw it. And I gotta put a little bit sunflower oil.
Oh, sunflower. Okay. Yeah.
Good sunflower oil, they don't give a.
Yeah. I've learned something new today. Very.
Right, listen, you put a copy, list. We gotta put a list and you put a copy, not too much. So
Okay.
let you women happy, those, I put this.
Okay.
to
So
fry.
you're drying that or?
Like 3 minutes each time. 3 minutes.
3 minutes. Yeah.
You know, everything is like 70 minutes. 70 minutes to fry.
Yeah.
So in same time when I fry it, I need to put another to this to drain the fry. I put it here.
Okay.
Here.
Oh, okay. Mhm.
And this is done. I
But
put
you're
it here.
finished. You can
Then I
drain.
cover it.
Yes, I understand.
You understand, right? Okay.
Very interesting. Oh, that's better with the light on.
Yes. I don't know.
Oh, there we go.
Okay, this is for this. This is the onion, one onion,
One onion.
one
Mhm.
onion,
Mhm.
for the sauce. The same time I fry this, I make the sauce.
Yeah.
Same time.
So interesting.
Yeah. The onions, they gotta be big, they gotta be
Yeah.
thin. Then we put like a 1 ounce and a half olive oil.
Mhm.
I fry with olive oil and 1 drop sunflower oil
Huh?
together. 1 drop olive oil, a little bit olive oil, a little bit some this. For
Oh,
fry.
yeah. Olive
Yeah.
oil is good. I cook with olive oil a lot. Excuse me.
Mhm.
1 ounce of olive oil and 1 ounce of sunflower oil.
Okay. Yeah, because sunflower oil can hold high temperature.
Mhm.
Oh.
Let you cook a little bit of the onions before, and then we put it garlic.
Okay. Very interesting, Olga, while she does that. Yeah.
Yeah, this is the olive oil.
Yep.
Yeah. And then we gotta put a little bit. I just don't look it like this.
Okay.
You know, need to, this is that's it, right?
Oh, yeah. I see.
So,
I see.
that's we're gonna try. We're gonna cook a little bit. Okay. Now the oil is hot.
Uh-huh. And now you put the eggplants in.
You see, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And the oil over there, you know how to put it so much, just a little bit.
And you only cook the eggplant for about 3 minutes, correct?
Yeah, each side. Each side.
Uh-huh. Wow. So interesting.
So the cheese, this cheese, I do with this beef.
What kind of cheese?
It's a locatelli.
What-
Pecorino Romano.
Rocatelli.
Pecorino Romano, locatelli.
Locatelli. Oh,
Locatelli.
I have to write that one down.
Very good cheese.
Olga, could you
This is
spell that for
big.
us?
What is it?
Can you spell that for us?
Oh,
Yes, it's called Rocatelli.
Locatelli, Italian.
It's Locatelli. Rocatelli.
Locatelli.
Locacelli.
Yeah,
Locatelli.
Locatelli.
I have never heard.
And-
Oh wait,
And
it's
Yeah.
LOCA
Yeah.
CELL
T-E, T like Tom.
TELLI.
Yes, and
Okay.
it's Pecorino Romano.
Oh, I love
Yeah. Okay.
Romano. Okay, I love that. Oh, I love that cheese. Oh boy, I got some new things today, huh? I love it. So she's sauteing those onions, huh?
Yes, she's sauteing the onions and she also frying
The eggplant.
eggplant till it's golden on both sides.
They're gonna be golden.
Yeah, on both sides. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And every time I cut it up, little pieces.
At the same time, she cuts the garlic.
Two.
Two garlics too. Yeah. Yeah, I cook with. I don't like garlic powder. I like fresh garlic. When I use garlic, I put the garlic in the pan last.
Yeah.
Yeah, because if you put it in too early, the garlic's gonna burn.
They're gonna burn.
I learned the hard way.
Yeah, that's why I put the end,
Mhm. Okay. So I guess you guys are gonna have this for dinner tonight or a snack.
I got eggplant tonight.
I did some air fried chicken thighs last night. So we're gonna have that tonight. Okay. So while Mama Rosa is doing that, Olga, do you cook at home sometime?
Yes, I do.
We're gonna make it that sauce, but we don't have it. We already have it. That is the point.
So show how you put garlic and,
Okay.
Oh, she's gonna put the garlic down.
yeah, now it's garlic.
Very good.
And now show which tomato sauce you put.
Yeah, I gotta put a little bit like curry salt.
A little salt, yeah,
Salt.
Pinch of salt.
Yeah,
yeah.
and basil.
And basil, okay.
Dry basil.
Dry basil, yes.
Curry everything.
You can turn to us a little bit.
Hey. I know it's starting to smell good, right? Yes, I see, yeah.
Okay, sugar.
Okay.
You take it sugar already?
Yeah.
So Olga, what is your favorite dish to cook while she does that?
Borscht, but it takes too long.
What is it?
Borscht.
Borscht?
Yes, but it takes too long.
Kaleti,
I also like to cook galupsi,
you know.
cutlets.
Kaleti
Oh.
is the best. I love kaleti. You know.
Huh?
Yeah, but we need like 2 hours.
2 hours.
More than 2 hours.
Okay.
We can do, but you know, then you can do the other thing, you know.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Y'all got some good recipes over there.
You have to
Olga.
say it. You have to say what you put next.
Okay. Now this is the gold over there.
Uh-huh.
The
The sauce, yeah.
You can see it.
Yeah. Yeah, I have to put it this.
Okay.
This is 1 cup and a 1 cup and a half. Sometimes they
cup?
put a little bit extra. You can tell it.
I like a lot of sauce and a lot of cheese.
I know, but this is all we make 1 egg to blend it.
Uh-huh.
Or two. Depends, right? Okay.
I am enjoying this.
You need to put it 1 tablespoon of sugar.
Oh, because the sauce, yeah,
Put the half.
yeah.
See, the egg to blend is already done.
Yeah, that was quick. Only 2 or 3 minutes on each side. And it's really interesting, Mama Rosa, because you drain the water out, and I've watched,
They're gonna be
yeah.
like this.
yeah, I've watched many shows on cooking shows, and they work with eggplant, but I've never seen them say put salt on it and let it sit for an hour so the water can come out. Oh, those are beautiful. Yes.
And then we put the pepper on the top. This way the olive fry, they soak in the water.
Mhm.
The pepper. Inside it.
Yes. Wow.
Okay. So the sauce is supposed to cook like 30 minutes.
30 minutes?
30 minutes. 30 minutes, the sauce.
Okay.
About 10 minutes, you know.
Yeah.
After you taste it, it tastes good. Right. So now I can show you the plate, how they look like.
So after you get that sauce is gonna
Yeah.
cook. That sauce is gonna cook for 30 minutes, correct?
Okay. So I have to
And then you put the sauce on top of the eggplant.
yeah.
And then you take the cheeses that you have.
Yeah. Now I put it on.
Okay, yeah,
In the end, they look like.
yeah. And then you put the cheeses on top, and it's
Yeah.
fabulously done.
This is this end.
Yeah.
I put the.
You have,
So
Oh,
this is the sauce.
okay.
We
Come
just-
on, Mama Rosa.
we just will put on the bed
you have table here.
yeah. Now we took the
Eggplant.
eggplant one by one.
Uh-huh.
We put in a dish, nice and run.
Olga, can you move that plate so we can
Yeah,
see?
yeah, yeah. And I'll show you.
Okay. Ooh, I'm gonna do this recipe.
This
Oh,
is
those
like-
look
like this.
beautiful. Yes.
So now I have to put the sauce in the top.
Okay.
The one I made.
Yeah, you made the sauce. Uh-huh.
Yeah. You put in the top and nice easy. No, not too much.
Not too much.
Not too much sauce, like water, you know. You gotta be
Uh-huh.
thick sauce.
See, if it was me, I would have so much sauce on it. It would be swimming.
Yeah, I showed you now. So this is done.
Okay.
And now this is the Parmesan cheese.
Okay. All right.
And this we're gonna put it in the top, like this.
Look at
Simple.
that. Ooh.
See? And we gotta cut the Parmesan cheese, we gotta cut a little bit big with the, I'll show you.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
quite big.
With the grater.
Yeah, this one they taste much better. You feel it, you eat
Yeah. Yeah.
plain with cheese.
Okay.
See, it's done.
Look at that.
Then you
Perfect.
can put oregano for you one.
Uh-huh.
People already like.
Uh-huh. A basil, fresh
This is
basil.
complete is like this.
And fresh basil. You can put
It
fresh
basil,
basil.
fresh basil.
Yeah.
I gotta go pick it up in the garden.
I have to pick mine up from the store.
Mhm. Yeah, from the store.
You have.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. So this is
And
in
now with the
this is
magic, now with the
this is
magic
this
of
is
the
time.
now with the magic of the camera. Look at that. Oh, that looks good. Mama Rosa. Yay.
One time, just one word. One time, I make this. The people leave everything, cheese and
Yeah.
everything they got over here, but they ate this before.
Mama
So
Rosa.
it was so tasty,
Uh-huh.
very tasty. The people love it.
Look,
So you
I'm
have
grabbing
salad, you have
I'm
this,
grabbing one. I'm grabbing one.
Yeah, everyone. You gotta make so many.
Okay, I
For
know.
your father. But they need to play.
Wow.
You gotta stay every day in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Make it all
This has been really fantastic. I really learned something today with that eggplant to make sure I put salt on it and let it sit for an hour because the salt is going to draw the water out of it. Then I have to pour it off, correct?
And the thick, the sauce is supposed to be thick, not a liquid.
Huh?
The sauce is supposed to be thick.
Yeah.
The sauce. Very,
Yeah.
very like this. We have just one drop it over here. See this?
Oh, yeah. I see.
Yeah, now liquid. Like a
Yeah,
spaghetti.
nice and thick, yeah.
You know, this is different.
Now, let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Now, after you do that, how long do you leave it in the oven?
In the oven, if I got to warm it up in the oven, don't leave it 10 minutes.
10 minutes?
I don't put it in the oven because it's like this is good.
Oh, you don't put it in the oven?
No.
Oh,
If I put mozzarella, it's different.
yeah.
Like mozzarella, they
No oven.
for pizza. But I like this flavor. This flavor the best.
Ah, I'm gonna do that. No oven. I
Because
always
it-
think, I
We
was
coming
thinking,
from Italy.
Oh,
We
no.
coming from Italy. My family like
yeah.
Parmesan cheese.
Yeah.
You know.
This has been really fantastic.
Yeah.
This has been really fantastic, Mama Rosa. I really appreciate you taking the time to come
I
back
hope,
on the
I hope you
show.
guys enjoyed it. I hope you
They-
guys
They
enjoyed
will
it.
definitely enjoy it. And actually, we're gonna go on vacation in the beginning of July.
Oh,
And then we're gonna come back the end of July. You know, we got to take a little time off, maybe 2 weeks. And then when we come back, I'm gonna have you come back on the show.
yeah. You know what
Because-
we can do next time? Next time, I promise you, I'm gonna make a what is it? Mushroom stuffed mushroom.
Oh, I love stuffed mushrooms. Oh yes,
Stuffed.
I
Stuffed.
love.
You're gonna like. You're gonna like the way they look. They're big.
Yeah.
Bello.
Yeah, I
One.
love stuffed mushrooms. I
Yeah.
really do. I love mushrooms. Period.
Easy to make. Very
Yeah.
easy to make.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Okay, well, Mom. Uh-huh. Well, Mama Rosa, thank you so much. I really appreciate you
Okay.
finally coming back on the show, and everyone's going to see how you make this, and I'm sure they're going to say, "Oh,
Thank
that's
you.
the way
Thank
you
you.
really make it."
Thank
Yeah,
you everyone that look at this show. Thank you.
and
to-
I thank you
to
again
give
and
the
over and over.
presentation. I
That
hope
looks
you enjoy.
fantastic. Hmm?
Yeah. I hope you enjoy.
That looks fantastic. And Olga,
Yes,
thank you very much also.
you're welcome. My
And
pleasure.
and we will be talking shortly. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Thank you again. Mwah.
Okay.
Mwah.
Arrivederci.
Okay, arrivederci.
Ciao.
Okay.
Ciao.
Oh, you see, I'm trying to take a sip of wine. Okay, I'm with you. Good. Okay, so as you can see, my chicken is done. It is ready, okay? So now let's make the waffles. As you can see, I have my little waffle iron here. So cute, look at this. So nice. It's less than, costs you around $20. You might even get it less than that, but I've used this several times and it works perfectly. I have not had a problem with it. Okay, so the next step I have, oops, sorry. The next step I have is my flour. I have some sugar in here. Now the recipe is gonna pop up. I have the recipe here with me because you know I have a lot of things in my head, but I have I have the flour. I have sugar, baking powder. I put just a little bit of salt in it. I'm going to add 2 eggs now to this. Notice I did this first and I mixed it all together. So now I'm gonna add 2 eggs. Okay. We'll take that and we'll put this down here on a handy little shelf that I figured I would put up. Okay, so we have the 2 eggs. Then we're gonna take approximately 1.5 cups of milk. Add that. Then I have some butter, approximately, I would say 5 tablespoons. That thing is popping because it lets you know when it's really hot. Okay. And I have some vanilla extract, about a teaspoon. I mean, a teaspoon. Yeah, a teaspoon. I'm getting all mixed up here. Okay, so I'm gonna mix this until it gets nice and thick. Now you don't want it too thick. So it'll get to a nice consistency. You know, like when you're making pancakes, okay? This is good. I made this the other day. I told you in the other part of the show. And my best friend, Deborah, who lives around the corner, the one who always says the best, she had some and she loved it. She loved it. She was like, Renee, do you have some more? Could I take some home? I said, sure. I made sure that I made enough, okay? But the other day I made burgers. Turkey and beef. That's what I did. Okay. So here we go. Yeah. You see that? Perfect. It's just how I did it. Okay. Now, here you go. That's good. You don't want it too thick, all right? So we're gonna take this and put here. And then, of course, I forgot something. Be right back. Ta-da! My spoon. You know me. Okay, let's have a sip of wine. See how easy this is? Let's take it out, move this out the way. Let me see if I can pull this, because it is really hot. Let's close it. Ooh, that's hot. See if I can pull this a little closer. Yeah. Okay, that's a little better, so you can see it. Now watch the magic. Don't put too much, just put enough so it doesn't fall all over the place. Yeah, okay. That's a nice amount. Close it and leave it alone. It will do its thing. Yes. So, in the meantime, I hope you enjoyed Mama Rosa. Like I said, she is from Sicily, and she is an excellent, excellent home cook and a sweetheart. She is so nice. Really, really, really a nice person. And it's such a pleasure to have met her through Olga. Actually, that's Olga's mother-in-law. And Olga runs Jersey City Theater Center here in Jersey City. And Olga is a wonderful person. She's always out there to try and help you and help me and bring people aboard here on the show. Let's take a peek. Woo, look at that. I told you. How long has that been? About 30 seconds? It's going to take a good minute to turn nice and brown. Yes. But Olga is really, really a nice person. She's very, very helpful, and I appreciate everything that she has done and doing in the future for me. There's a lot coming up, okay? All right, so we have that. Well, I'm gonna have a lot today. Well, my neighbor downstairs said she's coming up because she missed it the other night. Okay, let's see this. Woo, that looks good. You don't have to press it down because it's fine. So, while that is working its magic, what I'm going to use for the sandwiches, let's move this out the way. I'm going to use butter, lettuce, and also tomato. Look at that, I picked it right off the vine, okay? I'm gonna use this. I'm going to use some mayonnaise with sriracha. Oh, yes. And mix that all together and make the first sandwich, and then at the end when we come back, you'll see everything, okay? Let's take a break and I'll be right back.
Come to Hudson County Community College
For courses that transfer to four-year schools.
and provide credentials for in-demand careers.
They're the newest technologies and facilities anywhere.
And caring professors and staff to help me succeed.
A great education and full campus life.
All for a fraction of the cost of most four-year schools.
Hudson County Community College.
Close to home,
Affordable,
high quality.
life-changing.
Register now.
Oh, I'm back. Okay, look at this. I am ready to throw down with these sandwiches. These waffle sandwiches are the best. Okay, let me have a sip of wine with you. This waffle maker is so nice. It's so cute, so small, perfect. If you want to have a light breakfast, you don't have to worry about having one of those gigantic ones. You have to make 4 at a time. Well, I guess you don't, but this is the perfect size. So, as you can see, I have my waffles. Now you can make these as dark and toasted as you like. I like mine just a little light, okay? So here's my first one. I'm gonna add a little mayo mixed with sriracha. Just a little. Now I made some before, if you notice on my website. I put a lot because I love the sauce. Let's have a little bit more. That's at the bottom. Let's check. Oh, that's almost there. I'm using butter lettuce. Let's take a piece and let's break it in half. Another piece. Okay, let's get another piece. Don't be stingy, you know? Let's build up, oh yeah, let's build up this chicken sandwich. Okay, we have that. I don't want to burn it. Y'all be laughing, but hey, now, burn up his waffles. Okay, I have my tomato. You can have 1 piece or 2 pieces. I'm gonna have 2 on mine. Let me check again, because this thing, before you know it, the waffle is done. Okay, so I have that. Now I want some chicken. Let me see. My hands are clean, of course. I'm going to take this piece. Look at that. Woo! That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about this waffle. Let me get it out. Oh yeah, look at that. Perfect. I'll leave it open. Okay, so I have my chicken. Now what I'm going to add, I pulled out the refrigerator to put a little veggie slaw on top. Isn't that nice? A little veggie slaw on top of our chicken, and that's going to give an additional crunch. How about that? That's what I'm talking about. Then I pulled out some pickles. Oh my goodness. You make this for lunch or for your kids, they are gonna go crazy. They're gonna say, Ma, Dad, look what you made. That looks so good. Oh my goodness, look at this. Beautiful. Then on my top piece, okay, let's add some more, and let's put this right on top. Oh my goodness. Woo! Bam! That's what I'm talking about. Oh, the pickle falling out, but that is okay. Before I run out of time, let's make another one, okay? All right, so have here. Let's put some of our sauce. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Some lettuce. You don't have to use butter. You can use any type. You can even use spinach, which is really good. Okay. Yeah. Tomato right here. It's building. Look how high that you're gonna need a knife to cut that. Let's get another piece of chicken. This is a nice piece. Very good. Oh, that's good. Let's do some of our veggie slaw here. Let it fall all over the place. That's the beauty of it. All right. A little sauce on the top. I could have made some more, but there's plenty. You hear that popping? I'm gonna put this on top like this. Let's move this out the way. Oh, did I forget something? Yeah, pickle. Let's stick a pickle in there. Some pickles. Woo! Wet my hand. So we have a nice, clean table. Look at that. Let's clean this off. Wow. Clean my hands. And that's what I call my chicken waffle sandwich with veggie slaw, tomato, and butter. Oh, I'm so happy. I am going to throw down on this, okay? And I got that bowl over there. You saw how much I made? So I'll make some more because my neighbor from downstairs said she's coming up to get some. Okay, well, thank you for coming back. Once again, I want to thank Mama Rosa for coming on the show. She'll be back again. Don't forget Sunday brunch every other Sunday on Facebook. It comes through Hudson Community College Continuing Ed. Otherwise, you can watch it on my website, which is chefrenehewitt.com. Okay, speak to you again. Enjoy. Until next time. Okay, looks so good.
Charles Department Store, a family-owned and operated specialty store since 1924. Located in the hamlet of Katona, New York, they offer a hand-picked selection of quality cookware, tabletop, and kitchen gear, as well as barbecue and outdoor entertainment. In addition to their housewares department, they specialize in clothing, footwear, and accessories for ladies and gentlemen. Check them out on Instagram at Charles DEPT Store or at their website www.charlesdeptstore.com.